What's up, guys? It's been a minute. The first month of New Year is has end, and I want to share some particular insights that I've noticed, and I just wanted to share them with you guys. That I've noticed from that past month. So think of it like this: you're just you're a person, right? You're just a one organism, and every single one of us has a that bubble, right? That lifestyle, that world that surrounds us, our beliefs and thoughts and everything, imaginations, whatever. And we have this bubble, right? So every single one of us has its own bubble. And we come to a realization that this is our world, this is how we view it, and that's it. But in reality, that bubble, we tend to treat it as something so, as something so major, as something so huge, that we just tend to forget that there is just something way different circumstances and way different realms of life. I know that a lot of people are talking about this, but I just really had to close this and reframe and understand. So you have people in just way worse positions, right? You have people that have so much worse cars than you. I mean cars. I mean just, you know, way worse circumstances. They just don't have arm or leg, or they just have some disease. They're sick. They have cancer, whatever, or they're going through some difficult situation with their family, or they're just, or that family member died, or someone close of them died, or they're going through hell. House got caught up on fire, whatever. Having wars are being placed, taking place, and so we know that there are far much worse circumstances in other people's lives than just only ours, right? But we just tend to forget that. And this is what I'm trying to this is this is what I'm trying to encourage and really express, is that don't take it for granted. And yeah, that's the one thing. Just don't take it for granted the you know the actually good life that you're in. Just like appreciate in what position you are. Appreciate the assets and appreciate like day-to-day things that not everyone has. Not everyone has a roof under them. Not everyone has, two arms, two legs, and complete body. No one has, like, not everyone has, um, not everyone has their whole family. Not everyone's not having a war or some crisis. So just appreciate that and be really thankful for what you have, because if you're not, then that will be quickly taken from you, sooner or later. Not quickly, but just sooner or later. So appreciate where you are at what you and what you have. And the second thing is somewhat related to that. So we have those bubbles, right? Every single one of us is living under that bubble, and we just think that this is something so huge that it just takes over our lifestyle. But if you're just gonna zoom out, right? And I don't mean only, I don't mean only uh, your house, your city, your state. Just zoom out, like, not even country. Just zoom out and just look for the and just view it from the perspective of the whole universe. And where are you in the whole universe? Where are you? Like, you're actually like just this single piece. Like, you're not even seen, right? You're just so small in compared to your big bubble that you're thinking you're just going through, living through. But just zoom out and just think that, like, you're actually, and okay, this type of information can either be motivational or just depressing for some people. But for me, it's motivational. But just express it, however you want. But that's a fact. If you're just gonna zoom out to the universe, to the whole space, you're just that single tiny fraction of just whatever that's on there. And people are like, "Oh my god, I just didn't sleep today well, or I just gotta pay those taxes, whatever." Just just such a thinking big problems, but they're actually just cliche, you know. In terms of like just like the whole universe, they're just such a small problems, just such tiny problems. Then you're starting to realize how big your problems actually are, and then you're starting to question your problems and your mood. You're starting to question everything as you're looking in those lenses. You're just thinking like, man, why was I worrying so much? Why was I paying attention to those insignificant things that I thought that mattered, you know? And again, just remember that you're just a fraction, man. And what? Then you're just gonna die, and then you, regardless, just gonna be just that small fraction. We're just all a small fraction, right? Like we're just all a small fraction, and once you're really gonna understand is that everyone's equal. Every single one of us is that small fraction. Like no one is bigger than that. No, actually, like I think the only person that is like that just jumped from this to maybe this is Cristiano Ronaldo. Because he achieved something that anyone else didn't. Is that he became recognizable throughout the whole world. Like the whole world recognizes at least that first name and last name, right? If you're gonna say Cristiano Ronaldo, they'll be like, "Oh, I recognize this guy." So he, I think, is the only human being that just made something that just made a breakthrough from being just a that small fraction into that still small but little bigger fraction, because he took over and he just became recognized by the whole world. He just took over the whole planet. But still, we're just all equal, man. We are all equal. We are all just small little fragments, small little fractions. And I'm thinking what about God? You know? Like whether or not God is in the same rubrics per se. Because you might never know. Maybe other civilizations in other planets believe in him too. Well, I don't mean just like God in the sense of just God and just higher power, right? So that might be that I am not aware of. I don't think anyone is. So I am not speaking about that, but just in the sense of human existence. We are all the same. We are all just small fractions in the entire universe. And so what can this like what this can mean, and just compare it from the depression side of things and the motivational side of things. So from the motivational side of things, is it like just take that risk? Like what's the worst that can happen, right? And from the depression side of things, it's just like, oh my god, I'm just so insignificant that I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna crawl under my bed and just cry, you know? But I'm just giving you the information. You interpret it however you want. Your reaction to this information is not up to me. It's up to you. How are you gonna deal with this information? I'm giving you the information. You interpret it and and just do whatever you want to do with it. So yeah, that was a good January, and looking forward for even better February. I have good plans for it. I have some goals to make, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna share them with you guys. So yeah, until next time.